I'm tracking the winter storm, but it's not coming to Maine. It's moving through the plains right now, Ohio Valley. A lot of snow coming for the mid-Atlantic, but it will not be moving into the Northeast. There it is in the satellite picture of the clouds coming up, that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Sun and clouds mixed for Maine. Breezy and cold, not as much wind today and less tomorrow, but then it's going to be dry with more wind coming Tuesday into Wednesday. And the question marks about the weekend blizzard, I'll answer those. We need a home run if that's going to happen. And right now, it is still too soon to say. I'll tell you what I know, what I don't know about the storm. Take a look at it now the next several days. This is one computer model run. It shows that winter storm coming through Delmarva, coming through just south of Philly, several inches of snow down towards DC. Then we get a bunch of wind, tightly packed isobars, and here comes that storm, that opportunity for a storm for next weekend. This is just one scenario that plays out in the next several days where everything comes together, where you get that home run snowstorm for southern Maine, especially with that track that you just saw, and then we dry out and clear out afterwards as we get deeper into January. This storm has to travel from off the coast of the Pacific right now all the way down Baja California, over Mexico, Gulf of Mexico, over Florida, and up the East Coast. That's how far it has to travel. That's where the energy for the storm is right now. It's still off the coast of the Pacific. So it has a long way to go. And then, should that storm make it all the way here and blow up off the East Coast, look at all these L's. Look at the big spread. If that track, if that low forms well offshore, we don't get a storm. It has to be in a perfect spot. We call it the 40-70 benchmark. It has to be right off the coast, basically, of southern New England, off the coast of Boston and Cape Cod. So will there be a 30-inch blizzard? Well, this is several days away, a week or so away to get that storm. Everything has to come together. It's got to be a home run. And you know how hard it is to hit a home run? Well, ask the Boston Red Sox, right? You got to have everything line up perfectly. So can it happen? Sure. Is it going to happen? Too soon to say. What I can tell you I'm very confident about, the temperatures and the wind right now in the next several days into Wednesday. It's going to get chilly again for Tuesday and Wednesday. That wind, tightly packed isobars from that big traffic jam I've been talking about. It's going to be happening with big blocking going on to our north in the weather highway. So it'll be dry. 13, 15, 9, 17. So another big wind and cold spell, but no snow coming. The only opportunity is for the weekend, and that's got to be a home run for that storm to get here. 23, 24. It'll certainly be cold enough if that track is well offshore. Once again, if everything, all the pieces come together at the right time, that storm makes the trek all the way from the Pacific across Mexico and gets here. Until then, it's cold. Again, we'll start to briefly warm up Monday, but then back to 24 Wednesday inland, and then 36, 34. There's an opportunity for the snow Saturday night into Sunday, and then 33, 32, 33. So a lot of factors with whether or not are going to revolve around whether or not that storm forms up the coast. Sun and clouds, breezy, northwest 15 to 25. So still gusty around 30 miles an hour today when the atmosphere starts to mix up with that sunshine, but not quite as much wind. Typically the high is 30 this time of the year. We'll be right at that at the coast, just below that inland, the mountains 13. Good for snow making. We got plenty of sub-freezing temperatures for that, but it is going to obviously be cold. It'll be dry, partly cloudy on Monday, and the wind northwest 10 to 15. That's as low as the wind's going to go in the next few days. So a lot less wind coming tomorrow, even less than today. For the mariners, notice here we've got the small craft that is up 2 feet for the seas, and then tomorrow the gale is going to go back up down east with a 4 foot for the seas, and you see the gust around 30 knots. Thank you for watching Jason Nappy Weather. Have a great rest of your day. Keep checking back. Make sure you're following along. I'll have updates on the opportunity for snow as we get into next weekend.